All of the observable reality is classified within the electromagnetic spectrum, and this ranges from 0 to infinity. However, we've found that human vision can only see from a very narrow range of 440 to 770 terahertz. According to NASA, this is 0.0035% of the observable universe. If we see so little, what might be hidden from us? What might be affecting our everyday experience? If we look at the more exotic form of matter that we're just now starting to explore with science, called plasma, we begin to see that this exotic state of matter has some very, very interesting properties. First, plasma can exist in many different energy states, from a slower oscillating rate where it's barely vibrating within its environment, yet still distinct, all the way up to something like the sun, which is incredibly charged and vibrating very, very fast. Plasma has several distinct features that separate it from the other states of matter, such as solid, gas, liquid. Plasma is a highly ionized field of coherent ions, sustaining itself around a ultimate perimeter at the center of this plasma, or plasmoid. The way these plasmoids sustain themselves is actually sort of interesting because they have basically built into them the definition of consciousness, or being alive. I say this because the general shape of a torsion field is that it moves energy from its center, out of its center, to the outer perimeter, and then back around the outer perimeter, underneath it, then spinning around the left side, and then till spiraling back in towards the top. This cyclical pattern that is recursive or self-repeating allows a torsion field to be formed. And a torsion field is a fancy way of saying that it creates a donut-shaped-like geometry in which the shape oscillates between a perfect sphere, this donut, and then back into a sphere again. This general pattern and shape also explains how things become aware within their environment. Because as energy cycles around the perimeter, it's probing or interacting with all of the energy within and surrounding its own field. So it's probing the external environment. It's being affected by the external energy just by virtue of interacting with it. And then that change to the energy comes back towards the center where it's processed again, compressed, and then squeezed until only the most perfect or essential information is understood before the energy starts that pattern back around again, sustaining itself repeatedly. What it's compressing at the center is experience. And that experience is providing the torsion field shape a better frame of reference in which it can sustain itself and have a better grip on its environment.